Hello everybody and welcome to your daily tarot advice. This is for Wednesday, August 15th, 2018. I have created a timestamp for each and every sign. Those of you who are interested in the interactive option to gain more advice or clarity, we have the Native Spirit, the Advancing Oracle, or Advancing Life Oracle, and Wisdom of the House of the Night Oracle. I have also created timestamps for those. I will start with Sagittarius. So if you are not a Sagittarius, go ahead to your timestamp below. Hi Sag, how are you? Feeling well, I hope. Let's see what's up for you guys today. Okay, we had this guy flip over. So, ooh, the hidden path, the marriage of spirit and matter. So, Sagittarius, it appears that some of you have a choice to make, or what you might feel is an impossible choice to make. You want something, it might be even being offered to you, but you're like, how do I do this? Is this the right change for me? How will this work in my life? I'm not sure that this is compatible with me, but you know, it is. And others of you, this is just where we need some clarity today. There's a little confusion. We're not really sure, you know, do we go path A? Do we go path B? Is there even a path before us, you know? General reading, so different for each of you. But no matter what, Sagittarius, there is a path. It's just hidden. And it starts to come into view the more the energies within you are tempered and balanced, the more your heart and your mind come into sync with what you truly want today and for the long term. It's just like an imbalance in a decision or wanting to move forward. It's like, which way do I go, you know? So let's see. Oh, sometimes the universe has jokes, Sagittarius. This right here is legit. Oh my God, I don't know what to do. I don't know which way to go. You know, I'm freaking out a little bit. What's the answer here? This is actually 7 of Cups and this is 34, so that would be a 7. So the number 7 is quite significant for you guys today, okay? Yeah, Sagittarius, you really don't know which way to go. But with this card, it also says, you know, hold tight until the path starts to reveal itself, or the options kind of just show up unexpectedly. And you know, here we have this 5 of Pentacles, and then lastly we have this King of Swords, okay? And we actually have another king right behind it. So I'm going to go ahead and put these 2 kings out here because for some of you this could involve a couple different people. So what I'm seeing here, Sagittarius, is you're feeling kind of maybe guilty or anxiety, kind of overwhelmed. Like making this choice could be where, you know, in doing so, you feel like you might hurt or offend somebody else, and you don't want to do that, okay? It's just there's all these different variables as to why we are confused and not sure which way to go. And you know, some of you feeling really bad and guilty inside. You might want like a new job or to transfer to a different department or under a new manager, and you're feeling a lot of guilt about that. And you know, it's probably like for the better advancement of you, but you're like, can I leave this behind? You know, this is where I've been, this is my family, am I ready for all this change, all these new people? Okay, so Sagittarius, if you do not see the path forward, you hang tight, okay? This is not a time to make decisions based upon our emotions. This is rather where we need to be quite logical and very practical in our decisions today. What is in the highest good for you in the long term, okay, and for other people involved? I just feel like you kind of have the weight of the world on your shoulders making a decision, and you want to please everybody and make everybody happy, but I just feel like that's not the case. Like, you've got to decide, you've got to pick which way you're going to go here. So let's go ahead and just pull a little bonus message for love. We got some new love here. Just curious if that had anything to do with this. So some of you, it could be a choice between two people, like you've been dating two people, or you've been kind of seeing one particular person, and now this other person has shown up on the scene, and you're feeling the new person a whole lot more, which is making you feel guilty. You know, who do I choose? Which way do I go? Some of you, it could be between an air sign and a earth sign: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, so some of you are conflicted. It could be, you know, about a love. It could be about a friend. It could be about changing job, changing company, just different decisions you're making in your personal life. Very different for all of you. But, you know, hang tight until you really feel solid about what you want to do. And, you know, with new love, you definitely have something has sparked a new flame inside of you. It doesn't have to be romantic, but, you know, also some of you might meet a new romantic opportunity today. Just going to put that out there, okay? So Sagittarius, those are your messages for today. If you require further advice or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp to the deck you are most drawn to. Otherwise, you have a fabulous day. Take care. Hello, Capricorn. How are you? Let's see what we have on the menu for Capricorn today. Okay. So we have yin yang, creating harmony through balance. So Capricorn, with this, there is a need to balance different elements of your life today, different energies within you. I was going to say within inside you, inside of you or within you, all right? Two words that I try to combine into one. And how appropriate and synchronistic for yin and yang, the balance, right? So Capricorn, I feel like you have a jam-packed day, some of you, and, you know, just keep your cool and you will get it all handled like a boss, all right? Your inner peace and inner harmony is vital and key for your success today, so keep that in mind. If you're feeling overwhelmed, somebody's triggering you, really making you mad, you know, take 5 minutes, go to a quiet space, go to a happy thought in your mind. Just, it's like, don't let anybody kill your vibe today, okay? You just be you. And with that, we have the moon and the strength card. When they fly out, they could truly really be speaking of either position. So, you know, be strong emotionally today, or there may be things that trigger you emotionally, but it's not worth your time, Capricorn. It really isn't. You are better served to remain with inner peace and harmony and not engage. Yeah, look at this. Last card out. Hanged Man. It's better for you to not engage, okay? So if you're feeling really emotional about something today, like it's just kind of bothering you inside, instead of like trying to express that outwardly, you know, because look at this, we have the moon and then we have strength card here, which is Leo. Leo is ruled by the sun, and you have this big sun right there, the yin and the yang, the dark and the light, okay? So it's like you kind of have this mixture of both energies going on today, and it's up to you to block out what's negative, what's trying to trigger you, what's trying to, you know, get under your skin. You might just be dealing with a crappy person who's a jerk, who, you know, always wants to upset you or cause drama, you know, in the office, in the workplace, if you're not in an office, within the family, within your friendship circle. You know, there's just somebody, and you know what, Cap, today, nope, don't even give them the satisfaction. Block them out 100% and keep in your inner peace. Do not let anybody steal your vibe. And this could be where, you know, there's some good things happening for you today, and people that you expect to be excited for you somehow aren't clapping, okay? Again, maybe it's time to block those people out. As far as other individuals, you could be dealing with the Pisces, Cancer, or Leo here, okay? It doesn't have to be be those energies, but that's what's coming through. So you hold your ground, you block out any nonsense, you know, and if people are just trying to pull you into their drama that has nothing to do with you, again, it's like you need to brick wall all of that and focus on your inner harmony, your inner peace. And I don't know why that's so relevant for you today, but I mean, in good God, you have 3 major arcana. I don't know, today is an important day. Hold your space within, Capricorn, and let no other force move you, all right? You are strong, you are stable. If you dig your heels in, you cannot be moved, okay? You cannot be forced. And you can also be such a wall that you block out everybody else's stupid nonsense and drama, even people that are trying to come at you and distract you and pull you out of your vibe, okay? So, as a little bonus love message, let's see what we have. Heart-to-heart conversations. Oh, no. So here I am like, no, don't let anybody trigger you. You know, hold your ground, keep your inner peace. And now here we have heart-to-heart conversations for romantic energies. Listen, Capricorn, if you are having any heart-to-hearts today with, you know, somebody that you are romantically connected to, again, it's good to really maintain your inner peace. And if the conversation just can't remain in that type of respect and honor back and forth, whether you're getting triggered or they're getting triggered, it's better to say, you know what, this conversation is better to be had a different day than today, because we can't maintain our peace with each other. We can't maintain the balance here. Like, it's just going to spiral out of control. Okay, so don't engage in any sort of conversation that's just going to explode. Like, it will not serve you, it will not serve the other person involved, whether this is romantically, with a friend, with a coworker, with a family member. You know, you just vibe high and don't let anybody pull you down. I don't know why, but it's really gonna like serve you in the future somehow, some way. So hold your tongue today, Capricorn. Refuse to indulge or engage in other people's drama, or if somebody's trying to come at you, okay? So those are your messages for today. If you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp to the deck you are most drawn to. Otherwise, you have a fabulous day. Take care. Hi, Aquarius. How are you? Okay, let's see what your energies are today. What's going on in Aquarius's world? Attachment, letting go, restriction, fear. So Aquarius, today could be a day of change. You know, something could be ending and you're ready to move into something new, okay? Or this could be where you're kind of in a thought process today of wanting to make some changes and really thinking about the different situations and relationships that you may need to finally detach yourself from. And there may be some fear, you know, surrounding this. This could be where, you know, somebody has grown very dependent upon you, whether it's friend, coworker, family member, romantic partner. It's like they are expecting everything, their happiness, their way of life, you know, all of it, you know, they're expecting that to come from you. And you're at a point where you're like, look, I can't do this anymore. You need to get independent and strong on your own, okay? So some of you, it's like this unhealthy attachment that you are really just trying to get away from, of a relationship that's in your current present now. Others of you, this is more about something of the past that we need to finally heal, surrender to, and release. Whether it's a person, it's a situation, it's a relationship that ended, it's something that happened very unfair, it's some trauma that you've experienced. It's, you know, it's time to really let it go. And because this is coming up as like energy today, either it's showing back up in your world today, or you're being really triggered by it somehow, some way today, because it's like the time has come. It's the divine time to, you know, shed skin and expand into something else. very interesting. This is card 8, and here we have the 8 of Swords. On this side, we're completely restricted, but on this side, that energy is starting to dissipate, and it totally dissolves when we release ourselves from whatever this attachment means for you personally, okay? And I see you being quite defensive and sensitive about it, all right? And that's understandable. You may feel a need to have to protect yourself. Like if you're trying to end a friendship or end a romance or just anything, like really tell somebody, hey, I can't do all this for you anymore. They may be very defensive and angry with you for saying that, because in this position, this can also indicate somebody who's constantly in trouble, somebody you're constantly bailing out, always helping out. It's like same story over and over and over. And if that's the case, Aquarius, it's time to disconnect yourself from that person in that situation. You are only enabling them to continue on this path, you know, because you're giving them a hand out instead of a hand up. And the thing is, if you try to give them a hand up, that's not what they want. They just want a hand out. And you having your generous heart, it's like, it's time to end that. No more, no mas. It's got to stop. It's very harmful to you. And it's not allowing them to recognize the consequences of their actions. Some of you, this could be with your kid, okay? But it's like it's time to let that energy go and let a new beginning in. And I feel like when you guys, whatever this attachment, restriction, or fear is for you personally, Aquarius, when you finally allow yourself to let it go, have no guilt, have no shame in it, heal, surrender, whatever it is you need to do here, oh my God, here's this amazing new beginning. The Empress. It doesn't get much better than that as far as new beginnings, okay? So whatever you've got to let go of, Aquarius, let's let it go. And let's let this beautiful new beginning in, new relationship, new job, new experience, new way of life, new way of thinking, new way of being, whatever it is for you. Today is a beautiful day to let it happen, and I just feel like you're going to be very triggered, okay? Alright, so let's add a little bonus love message in and see what comes out there. We have retreat. It is time to disconnect from the world. So, you know, those of you who are involved with somebody, today is a really good day to just, you know, block out the outside world, spend some time together, you know, if you both have the day off or this evening, like, and have some conversations. There's this, I feel like you find solace, some of you, and reprieve in a romantic partnership that you have right now. Obviously, not all of you are going to relate to that, but you know, those of you that have a really good romantic partnership in your life, it's like that's your saving grace. That's where you're going to be refilled. That's where you get the strength to let this attachment go. And some of you, it's because of that relationship that you're deciding to make these changes, because you do want a very beautiful new beginning with this person, you know, a different way of life going forward for the two of you. So Aquarius, today is a day of letting go so that the new can come in. And, you know, as far as those of you who are romantically involved, the message that's coming through is you'll find a lot of solace in that. However, if the person that this is all about is somebody you are romantically attached to right now, or somebody in the past where we just finally really got to release ourselves from that, here is your confirmation: retreat. Get away from it. Let it go. If it's harmful to you, it's time to free yourself, Aquarius, okay? So those are your messages for today. If you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp to the deck you are feeling most drawn to, Aquarius. Otherwise, you guys have a very beautiful and blessed day. Take care. Hi, Pisces. Let's see what's going on for you guys today. What's on the menu? What the 411 is. Pisces. Ooh, nice, Pisces. We like amethyst. Transformation, certainty, and confidence. So with this, Pisces, today should genuinely be a good day for you. You should feel very like spiritually awakened. Your intuition is good. You might be feeling more confident than you typically do. Something you've been working on, the completion has finally happened, and you're, you know, reaping the rewards of that. It's just, there's like this elevation to you, your energy, your consciousness. You know, some of you, this is actually a physical manifestation of some kind, but it's like a very beautiful energy for Pisces for today. So let's see what comes out. We have the Hanged Man, we have the Moon, and we have the Eight of Cups. So this could mean a couple different things. A situation that you were blocked from or having a lot of challenge and obstacle to in the past that caused a lot of emotional heartache. I feel like we have some completion and resolution to that today. If there's something from the past that's really been, you know, affecting your self-esteem and your confidence, and you've just kind of been holding on, waiting around, today I feel like there's something that comes about in your world where you're like, you know what? I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to keep waiting around. And for some of you, I just have to say that there may be a person returning into your life this week, whether it's a friend, it's an old business associate or acquaintance, it could be an ex-lover, you know, general reading, different for every one of you, but some of you today, there's somebody showing back up in your world, and with transformation in the amethyst, I feel like, you know, whether friend or lover, there's this relationship has a lot of potential for longevity, but we might need to shift our consciousness, like our perception of things today, and rely more on our intuition to guide us and navigate us through our day and what we should do, and, you know, situations or people returning to our life, how we effectively handle that for our greatest good. Okay, so Pisces, there is something returning to you today. Could be person, could be situation, could be opportunity that you were very much blocked from in the past. Okay, so let's pull a card here for general love messages for today, and we have trust. So Pisces, in all of your dealings today romantically, it's like we kind of need to trust the situation. So if it's somebody returning, you need to trust that they're truly interested in, you know, making something different this time around. If they're trying to just apologize, forgive, make amends, trust that. It's like anything showing up from the past today, Pisces, is exactly what it's saying it is. Whether it's a situation, person, relationship, opportunity, whatever, it is what it is. And some of you, this is going much, much deeper. This is a very spiritual day, and the significance for this reading rests for you in that place, like your spirituality, like profound insights coming to you today about situations from the past that you were incredibly confused about. Okay, so Pisces, those are your messages for today. If you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp to the deck you are most drawn to. Otherwise, you have a very beautiful day. Take care. Hi, Aries. How are you? Let's see what's up for you today. What's going on? Where's your focus? All right, the dream. Something is revealed, insight, breakthrough. So Aries, this being your card, your energy for today, you know, the dream you had last night, if you remember it vividly, write it down. There's message there. You know, if you have a vivid dream tonight, write it down. There's something, you know, to it. Also with this, having conversations with like a trusted friend, trusted source of information, like it makes things align for you to where you're like, aha, I totally get it now. Oh my God, that makes sense. That gives me the answer I need. You might find out some information about a person or situation, and you're like, oh my God, I never believed, I never could see that coming. Your intuition today, really pay attention to with this dream card, okay? So let's pull some tarot and see what accompanies this. All right, so we have the Eight of Swords. So this is that restriction where we need some clarity, some insight, some sort of breakthrough, right? So here it is. And then now we have this Knight of Wands, which to me is your energy. And here's where we're getting that clarity and understanding. And since this is night, it's like in the day, there's confusion, but it's in the night, the dreamscape, where you are really you know, communicating with your spirit guides, passed on loved ones, you know, a lot of information being given to you that way to help you make sense of, you know, something of your past, something going on in your life right now, okay? But definitely the insights coming to you. And damn, look at this. Here is the moon. Again, this is that nighttime. Also, maybe the Pisces full moon coming at the end of the month might be significant for you somehow, some way, because this is a Pisces card. You could be dealing with a Pisces. Some of you fellow air or fellow fire sign. But yeah, Aries, pay attention to all the signs and synchronicities in your world today. Pay attention to those dreams. Pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to your insights. Really take to heart the advice and information that you receive from other people. That's a trusted, sound resource, okay? It's just, wow. Big time, like a message trying to get through to Aries. The message is different. You all are asking for different clarity, different understanding, different guidance, but it's coming through loud and strong. So pay attention today. So let's pull a card to just pull some bonus information just about love specifically. Oh, wow. So look at this. Reconciliation. Okay, so that can make sense for some of you. With this love energy, all of this, some of you are like dreaming about somebody from your past. You're feeling like some sort of intuitive or psychic connection, communication. However, somehow, some way, we're restricted from each other. So Aries, today is a day of reconciliations, whether it's somebody from the past returning or in your current life where you guys have just been really out of balance with each other, not getting along, not seeing eye to eye. It's like today, all the insight and information, sign and synchronicity you need is going to be present for you to see how to reconnect this relationship. And this would be somebody you're already with, but you guys just aren't getting along, how to reconnect that bond, okay? Pay attention to the dreams you're having about them and just everything that's being revealed to you. Others of you, it's like this person who's returning to you today, you knew that they were going to come back. Like you just knew it. You may have even had a dream about it the night before, okay? So in general energies, pay attention to those signs and synchronicities today. Your, you know, intuitive insights, your psychic insights, your empathic ability, information and conversations you're having, and then as well as for romantic energies, the same applies, okay? So Aries, those are your messages for today. If you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp to the deck you are most drawn to. Otherwise, you have a beautiful day. Take care. Hello, Taurus. How are you? Let's see what's going on for you guys today. Ooh, we have Night Wind, facing fear, subconscious release, and healing. So, Taurus, with this, some of you may have had a very bad dream last night, or potentially you're having a bad dream, or you could have been like suffering nightmares as of recently. And if that's true for you, it's because there is something inside of you, some heartache, some pain, some trauma that it's time to let go of, and it's time to release. So we're like playing all of this energy out through our dreamscape because at some level you're not accepting it consciously, okay? You're like trying to repress it, not make a decision, not release it, not heal it, okay? For others of you, today it could be a day where we have to put on our big girl panties or our big boy boxers and face a heavy, big time fear. It could be like, all right, today I'm going to go skydiving. Others of you, it could be something, you know, much different, like having to face a person, you know, maybe if you're going to court today. It's just some of you, there's something about today where you're a little nervous or uneasy about it, okay? And for others of you, this day is all about the healing of the past. It's like there is this release that's just going to naturally happen for you today. You might even just wake up feeling lighter and better, okay? But others of you, there is something bothering you and on your mind. And if that really resonates, today is the perfect day to really face it and deal with it, whatever it is, okay? We have the Three of Coins, the Ten of Wands, and then look at this here. We have the Ten of Cups. Listen, Taurus, some of you are feeling very, very alone. And I see that because the next two cards would be two queens, an Earth Queen and then a Water Queen here. And for some of you, this is the representation of your energy, where inside you're just burnt out, you're fried, you're frazzled, you're worn down to the nubs, but yet you're still putting on the face and the front of this Queen of Cups. What can I do to help you? What is it that you need? You know, really just trying to keep it together, be wise, be sound for everybody else, but underneath we're really struggling inside, okay? Some of you. Others of you, I feel like this has to do with maybe a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But this here, it's like you need some help and some cooperation because you feel like you're carrying some burden, some weight all on your own. This could be legitimately like in reality in the workplace or in your home or in your friendships where you're like, no, I need you to give me more. Like I'm spent. I need your help. Others of you, it's like we've got it. This is about our significant other, and we have got to say, hey, I cannot do all of this. I really need you to step up and help me out, okay? Some of you, this could be your family members. It's just, I feel a lot's been put on Taurus here, and you're kind of at your breaking point today, and you need to speak your truth, ask for the help you need, and, you know, if it's something that's just too taxing a person or relationship, it might be time to release that and heal yourself, okay? Just with these energies here. But nonetheless, whatever has been heavy and hard for you, it's like the ending of that today because we have two tens there, the completion, and you may receive the cooperation that you've been asking for, okay? So what needs to be healed in your life, Taurus? What needs to be released? Because you're going to be very triggered in that today. So just keep that in mind. All right, so for a little bonus about love energies specifically, we have, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. So Taurus, if you've really been trying to carry the load all on your own in a romantic relationship, it's too much. You've got to express yourself. You've got to speak your needs and say, I need you to do this. I need you to step up here. And, you know, if they won't, if they absolutely refuse to cooperate, which in this reading, I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like they're going to be much more open to helping you out if you really just lay it out there for them. You know, it all works out. So Taurus, open yourself up, be vulnerable, state what you need and what you can no longer handle all on your own, all right? That's the biggest message today, general and in love energies, all right? So those are your messages. If you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp to the deck you are most drawn to. Otherwise, you have a very beautiful day. Take care. All right, so hello, Gemini. Let's see what is up for you guys today. All right, so we have a hidden gift, sadness and ending a new beginning. So with this card coming out, those of you who had, you know, something end in the past, you know, something you had to let go of that may have brought you a bit of sadness, something about today is letting you see, you know, the blessing in the lesson, the gift in the challenge type of energy. And there's newness being offered. So that might be why, you know, this is a hidden gift, because, you know, what we had to let go of or what we felt was unfair in the past, now today presents a new opportunity, a second chance, a new beginning, which makes everything feel better, makes you feel like, oh, okay, I understand why that all played out the way that it did. Makes sense, okay? Some of you are just really coming into deep clarity and understanding about some things that didn't work out in the past, and you're finally feeling relief and ease about it, okay? So this is actually a very positive card. So let's see what comes with that. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Star. And we have the Six of Pentacles. Yes, Gemini, there is great healing being offered to you today, all right? You're seeing why things didn't work out, like almost like seeing how your stars are aligned for you today. Like you're like, oh my God, even though that really sucked, I totally see why it had to play out that way, and I'm so happy that it did. So it's like the restoration of hope, healing energy, feeling in control of yourself once again. Somebody could show up in your world today and offer you some help, some assistance, somehow, some way, some healing, which is where this new beginning comes from, okay? Because I see somebody, you know, disrupting your solitude here and saying, hey, let me help heal you. Let me offer you this stability, these resources, this opportunity, whatever it is you need, a shoulder to cry on, okay? So Gemini, today is a great day for healing and release of the past, all right? Like 100%. And it's just like everything's going to finally make sense. You're going to feel back in control. If you've been feeling a little bit out of control, there's great healing and happiness for Gemini today. So let's pull a card for romantic energies. And we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So with this coming out, Gemini, this is, I feel, just because it's a daily read, this is more about the connection between you and somebody on a romantic level kind of deepening or moving closer together than perhaps it's been in the past. So even if you're in a serious, significant relationship, today is like a day where we are making amends. We are feeling very close. We're feeling secure. We're feeling stable. Like, you know, if there's been a lot of heavy energy in the past, well, today we're healing and we're reconnecting. Some of you could have somebody from your past return, whether friend or lover, wanting to heal and reconnect with you. Okay, Gemini? So those are your messages for today. If you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp to the deck you are most drawn to. Otherwise, you have a great day. Take care. Hello, Cancer. How are you? Let's see what your energy is for today. What's going on in your world? What are you thinking about? What are you focused on today? All right, so we have loss, grief, sadness, resurrection. So this card speaks for itself. Some of you are definitely dealing with some heartache today, which this would be no surprise, you know. Some of you, the heartache could come today, but I feel like this is more something that's happened in the past, like in the past few days, and we're upset about it. And we're really worried that things are going to turn out horrible, you know. And with this card is saying, listen, things are not as bad as you think they are, or they're not going to eventuate to the degree of negativity that you might be entertaining in your mind, okay? It's like, even though there may be cause for alarm or there may be some sadness and loss here, things are going to work out much better than you anticipate, okay? And also with this grief, sadness, resurrection, something of your past that you have gotten over, you've moved on from, like you've really worked hard to let it go. I feel like it's returning back to your life this week for some of you, like resurrection, you know, and what that means is different for all of you. So, you know, things I feel are going to turn out better than you anticipate. If you're a little worried about something today, or you're feeling sadness or loss about a person or situation, you know, there is a resurrection here. Things are going to work out in a different way than you anticipate, okay? And that means like you're really worried and thinking the worst. It's probably not going to be that bad, okay? So we have the Ace of Cups here. So your emotions are definitely involved. We have the Emperor here, could be an Aries. And we have the Page of Swords, could be an air sign, you know, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So what I see with this, Cancer, is, you know, there's some emotion here where we're like, was this real? Were you just playing with me? You know, are you straight up? Like, you kind of feel like somebody played you for a fool in a sense. It could be lover, it could be friend, it could be family member, it could even be like a boss or a coworker. And, you know, today it's like truth is coming out. Let's get this resolved. And again, Cancer, it's not going to eventuate to the extent of negative that you might fear the most. There's, you know, there's more to this situation, I think, than meets the eye. And today you're going to see that. Like, there's some change. And for some of you, this is definitely somebody from the past coming back into your world today somehow, some way. And I just feel like it's a much more pure and honest connection this time around. Okay? Some of you may have been having some disagreements with certain friends or your boss or coworkers, and it's, you know, today we are moving beyond that energy and making amends and communicating in a positive manner, okay? So it's like what was negative in the past few days is now receiving resolution and turning into a positive, okay, Cancer? So let's pull a romance angel to just get a feel for what your love energies are specifically for today. All right, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So with this, you know, it speaks for itself. Apply it to your situation. If you're trying to, you know, rush a reconciliation or rush a commitment, or, you know, really want to take something to the next level in a committed relationship, whatever that is for you, and there's some resistance, Cancer, just hold back and wait for perfect divine timing. Things will unfold for you as they're supposed to, when they're ready, when they're ripe, when they're ready to be birthed into reality. But things are going to work out much better than you've been fearing, okay? That's the main message for your energies today. So Cancer, if you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp to the deck you are most drawn to. Otherwise, you have a fabulous day. Take care. Hi, Leo. How are you? Let's see what your energies are for today. What's going on in Leo's world? Right, purification fire, bare essentials, the naked truth, wholeness. So Leo, with this, today is a day of truth, of facing self, facing fear. You know, if some of you have been really struggling with self-esteem, self-worth, issues today, you may really be feeling that or be extremely triggered. And if that's the case, it's not to upset you or create challenge for you. It's to help you release and purify those energies, because you may need to have much more faith and belief in yourself and know your value in the workplace, in your friendships, in your romantic relationships, in your partnerships. And as I'm saying this, this is what falls out. So I know that many Leos out there are feeling unappreciated, taken advantage of, used to some degree, and it's been bothering you. It kind of hurts. It just lingers underneath the surface. Well, today is a day to allow the fire of spirit to purify your soul and remove. Yeah, because look at, some of you are so trapped in that. And it doesn't have to just be about self-esteem, okay? This could be any sort of truth in your life, any fear that you have that, you know, you've been putting off, but it's, you feel it under the surface, okay? And, you know, we feel very restricted. Many of you, this has a lot to do with your thoughts and your belief system coming out as the swords. But today is a day to heal and release and allow spirit to purify, to burn off those negative energies and lower vibration energies that, you know, you may have been feeling plagued with as of late. Yeah, because look, we have Temperance, and this is card 14, this is card 14. So what a beautiful synchronicity. There's some energies within that need to be balanced, okay? The purification here. And you're like, how do I do that? Which way do I go about this? Like, some of you legit honestly don't know. You're like, I've been trying to get over this, to overcome it. All right, and now we have the Chariot. Very nice. So some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius or Cancer to help you with this, or they could be involved in this. Now listen, Leo, even though you're not quite sure what you need to do or how to go about this, okay, just take the first step. Like, you know, I want to be happier. I don't want this to plague me anymore. I don't want to feel depressed. Whatever it is that you're trying to overcome, okay? And then now start seeking out resources and information to help you in that process. And even if it sounds cheesy or corny or, I don't have time for that, give different methods and different things a shot to help you with whatever it is that you need to release and let go of. All right, because to me, this is like, you know, things that are more of your belief system, and it's like they're thoughts that are small of you, and they don't serve you, and they hold you back in a way. And today you're being triggered, but it's triggering you so that you can go into the freedom, be free of this, all right? So, Leo, ultimately, this is like a good day. It's a day of success, even if you feel a little confused and like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to temper this or balance this. Just try, put it out to the universe, like what your intention is, the healing that you want, the release that you want, the purification you want inside, what you want to be free from. And just put it out there, and the universe will show you, like it will light it up like a beacon, okay? It's all about signs and synchronicities. Potentially a Cancer might give you the information that you need to help you move through this energy. Because if there's purification of fire, it's because there's a beautiful new something about to happen in your life, and you need to be a complete, clear, and clean canvas for that, okay? So let's pull a card to see what your love energies look like today. We have Separation. So with this being your love energy, some of you, this is a lot of anxiety or emotions connected to like a past relationship, and you know, it's time to free ourselves of that and allow ourselves to move forward, you know, and that can mean this just needs to be on the back burner, that relationship. You may reconcile at some point in the future, but right now that is not where, you know, your thoughts should be. It should really be upon yourself and healing and what needs to be burned off from your energy. Card 7, 2 sevens is 14. So 14, 14, and 14. 7 and 14, very significant for Leo today. So any signs or synchronicities coming through attached to those two numbers, that might be your way forward, okay? Some of you today might just be separated from your romantic partner. You might live separately, or they might be traveling away on business, you know, whatever the case may be, and you might be missing them quite a bit, okay? And that just might be what this is about. Like, I miss them, I don't know what to do. But I feel this is speaking more of somebody who is currently absent from your life, and it's time to allow the healing and just kind of set that aside so that you can move forward, okay, Leo? So those are your messages for today. If you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp to the deck you are most drawn to. Otherwise, you have a very beautiful day, Leo. Take care. Hi, Virgo. How is Virgo? Let's see what is going on for Virgo today. Oh, all right. That was a jumper. I think you're only the second sign that had a jumper, and I only have a couple more readings after you. Ooh, look at this, Virgo. Thinking of you, a loving thought, serendipity. So when this card shows up, this means, you know, if you've really been feeling somebody that you're not really in communication with, and maybe you are in communication with, all right? It's just, you're really feeling like somebody's thinking about you quite a bit, or you're just sensing their energy, all right? Like big time. You're maybe dreaming about them. You start randomly thinking about them. There's all these signs and synchronicities and triggers in your reality about them. And the reason why is because they are very much thinking of you. And so you are picking up on all that energy, and it's inserting itself into your reality. So if you've been feeling like, hey, you know, I think this person is thinking about me, they are. Now also with this, those of you with passed on loved ones, if you've been really, and look at, as I said that, this flies out, yes, those of you that have a passed on loved one, especially, wow, look at this. And these three cards flew out with Judgment, as I'm saying, passed on loved one. We have the Cups Queen, the Earth Queen, and the Air Queen here. So some Virgos out there have some passed on loved ones, some very, very strong women here that are trying to help you, trying to guide you, trying to lead you, you know, the higher mind in physical reality and with your psychic or intuition abilities. So listen, Virgo, some of you have a very strong spiritual team on the other side, and they're really connecting to you telepathically, like you are having communication and conversation with them. Do not think you're crazy. Do not discount yourself. You may be smelling their perfume, their cologne. I guess this could represent men energies too, since this is general. But any sort of, any little bit of evidence of your passed on loved one being in your presence right now today, their spirit, go with it. They are, and they're trying to help you out, guide you, and bring you a message, okay? For others of you, this could definitely be like you have more than one person thinking about you, okay? Like, my God, Virgo, look at this. This is a lot of people right here in your life. And yes, either A, passed on loved ones trying to communicate, help you out. B, there's a lot of people thinking about you, and I say a lot of people because of all this core cards that flew out. My goodness. So Virgo, woo, let's get more info about this thinking of you, if that wasn't already quite a bit, but I feel like there's more to this than just that. Some of you just needed that confirmation of the passed on loved ones. Others of you, yes, there is multiple fools thinking about Virgo. So let's see. How funny, because we have the Temperance card here, which is like, Virgo, you don't give in. You do not give in. You wait for them to come to you, to put it out there to you. Yep, you hang tight, Virgo, all right? Because I see Seven of Cups. I don't know what to do, you know, and here we are moving beyond the sadness. Some of you, it's like whoever this person is or these people are, whether it's ex-romance, it's old friends, family members, old relationships, friendships, whatever it is, okay? There was an element of heartache and sadness to that, and when it ended or you went your separate ways. Or this could be where you just lost touch with somebody and they are actually going to reach out to you today. You've been feeling them and it's like, hey, I'm sad that we've kind of like lost touch from each other. So Virgo, you might be a little overwhelmed, not sure what to do. Again, don't reach out. You let everybody come to you, and flirt flies out just as I say that, because I was pulling a card for love messages specifically. Yeah, Virgo, even if you know you're on somebody's mind and heart because you're feeling the energy like no other, you let them come to you. That's what this is all about right here. And you be flirty, you be playful, you be fun. Don't be desperate. Don't be needy. You know, make them work for you, for your attention, for your time. And if this is like old friends or old family, business acquaintance, you know, anything went sour again, you make them prove themselves to you and work for your time, because I see there was some heartache and some sadness, okay? Some of you, no, I'm not even going to go there, because this is about somebody thinking about you, not you really thinking about somebody else, and or your passed on loved ones trying to give you a message and help you through your confusion and lack of clarity and sadness, what you need to do, okay? So Virgo, those are your messages for today. If you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp to the deck you are most drawn to. Otherwise, you have a very beautiful and blessed day. Take care. Hi, Libra. Let's see what your vibes are today. What's the overall energy in Libra's world? Ooh, look at that. Eternal love, happiness, harmony, fulfillment. That speaks for itself, right? So Libra, this is beautiful energy. This like is, I'm having a good day. Things are working out for me. I'm feeling happy. There's maybe some unexpected luck and blessings coming your way today. It's just good energy overall for Libra today. And you know, even if there's like any sort of setbacks or challenges, it's ultimately happiness and harmony prevail for the day. So excellent energy. Like, I don't even want to draw tarot. I'm like, it's just going to be a good day, Libra. The stars are aligned for you. So soak up this energy while you can. Oh my God. And as I'm saying that, this is like the yes card. New awesome opportunities showing up for you today. Perhaps you're being offered the job. You're getting offered an interview. There's unexpected money coming your way. Somebody's buying you a gift. Somebody's doing you a favor. You and somebody else are coming up with some really good ideas to generate money and income. Somebody might be taking you out to eat, to lunch, to dinner, doting on you. Like, this is great energy, Libra. Yes. And here's the Empress, the harvest, the fertility, the creativity. And now here we have this Four of Swords. And it's like all this energy and beautiful day is coming at the perfect time. It's like you do need some rest. You do need some relaxation. And more to the point, if that does not resonate and it's just a good day, Libra, don't even, if people are coming to you to try to pull you into their drama and all of that, don't even bother. Be like, nope. Not my problem, not my circus, not my monkeys. I'm not involving myself today, okay? And some of you, it's like there's this beautiful new opportunity coming to you today that's allowing you to leave a situation that's very taxing and draining on you, all right? So Libra, nothing but awesomeness today. New opportunities, especially when it comes to like money, material, leaving in a draining situation behind. Also, again, don't get it. People trying to call you up with all their stupid drama. Be like, I can't be bothered with that today, okay? Like, make up an excuse. Like it's seriously, the universe is saying, Libra, it's not your problem. It's not. So don't even try to fix it for anybody, okay? So let's pull a card for love energies specifically. And wow, look at this. We have codependency. So yeah, you know, if you're dealing with somebody you're dating or even in a relationship, like a commitment with, if they are clingy, needy, just always requiring your time and your energy, today is a day to be like, no, this has got to change. Like, you need to get yourself together. You need to figure it out. You've got to get it worked out. We cannot continue on like this. I cannot perpetuate this. Like, I'm done. I'm over it. Okay. But because we have eternal happiness here, this could also mean that some of you are very just wrapped up and happy and in love with each other, to the point of, like, you know, when we're first with each other, it's all about the other. We are madly in love. It's the honeymoon period. We are essentially addicted to each other as we're falling in love, right? So some of you, you're just in that vibe, and the rest of the world just does not matter today. It's all about you and your sweetheart, okay? If you meet somebody new today, it could be that it's a really good time. Just be careful that they're not needy and clingy, okay? Or be careful that you're not coming across as needy and clingy. But otherwise, Libra, it looks to be a very beautiful and awesome day for you. So if you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp to the deck you are most drawn to. Otherwise, you have a very beautiful day. Take care. Hello, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on in your world today. Okay. So we have the night wind. I'm trying to remember who else received this. It may have been Cancer, I think, may also receive this. So if you have a connection to a Cancer. So listen, Scorpio, today is a day where, you know, something that you've been repressing is like coming to the surface. If you've been having a lot of nightmares lately, it's because whatever you've been stuffing way down, like trauma, pain, fear, insecurity that you've been trying to avoid in your conscious mind, you know, at all costs, it's starting to seep through. Like we can't get away from it. And some of you are having really bad dreams, and it might not be related, the imagery in the dreams, to what you're, you know, trying to ignore in reality, but it's symbolism, and there's a relation. So if you've been having a lot of really bad dreams, it's because there's some trauma or heartache or fear that you're not allowing to surface and be released. Like it no longer needs to be a part of you, Scorpio, okay? So if you've been suffering a lot of nightmares lately, we need to do some meditation, some healing, some release. You know, what are we afraid of? What are we still holding on to that really traumatized us and hurt us? And, you know, as we hold on to it, it continues to cause us damage, heartache, and pain, and keep us in a fear-based vibration. So today is about healing and release, facing the truth, and knowing that once we do that, we become a clean slate for new opportunities to come in. So Scorpio, there's something that is really bothering you guys. You're just feeling anxious, feeling nervous, feeling worried. But with healing on there, you know, we can heal today. We can release. So let's see what comes out with the tarot. Okay, so wow, yeah, this is something that happened in the past, and some of you, like this, I feel is much more traumatic than others of you. Okay, here's this Seven of Swords. Next we have this Three of Swords, and then lastly we have this Eight of Swords. If I pulled the next card, we'd be having the Devil come out. Okay, Scorpio, so I know that some of you are dealing with some heavy, intense emotional energy. You're feeling very stuck, very restricted, very trapped within it. A lot of anxiety, a lot of fear surrounding whatever this is for you personally. And I feel, Scorpio, somebody really hurt you in the past, caused you a great deal of pain, and you've been having a very, very hard time moving beyond it. But I feel like in your conscious mind, you're not as aware of how much that energy is as still very much a part of your vibration as it is, causing you restriction and, you know, lower vibrating energy. Like, you're not making that connection, but it's there. And, you know, with this coming out, once we acknowledge it and we face our fear and we're like, yeah, that really hurt, that really sucked, that really burned me, you know, I'm afraid of this now, I'm afraid of that now. Once we start acknowledging the truth of our feelings and our fears, it's like we give them the permission and the freedom to leave us. All right, so we're no longer feeling incredibly restricted inside that energy. So, Scorpio, today is a day of healing, especially in the mind. And if you're having nightmares, you know, some of you, just because of this lineup of cards, you might need to seek some professional help, counselor, maybe some of you some hypnotizing to, you know, extract those deeper rooted fears up to the surface so you can release them. And some of you really need to talk to somebody about everything that hurts you and harms you and haunts you inside, so that they can help you release, teach you things that you need to know about, you know, getting over things, moving on, healing, all of that. You know, and if you've been really traumatized, you know, and you're just kind of trying to deal with it all on your own, Scorpio, please do not. There are so many support groups out there on the internet, because I know a lot of people, when you're in a hard time, you know, it's really hard to let somebody else into your physical space and be near you. Like, I get that, but there are so many support systems online, different forums to help you with whatever it is that you're going through, so that you do not need to feel it all on your own. And, you know, sometimes we're surrounded by a bunch of jerks who make us feel like, you know, we're incompetent or we're a sissy or whatever, because we're having a really hard time moving on from something emotionally. And those people are not helping you. They're only hindering you. We all have to move through our life experiences. And, you know, what's really challenging you is what's growing you this lifetime. It's what you're working on, the lesson that you're mastering this lifetime. So, Scorpio, whatever you're facing that's a heavy deal, you don't need to do it alone. And the time has come to allow healing and release and you know, obtaining any sort of professional help if you need it. Okay, I only say that because of all of this. So, Scorpio, I wish to give you a much more positive message than that for general energies for today, but I mean, I can't. It is what it is, and I just feel you need some serious love and support, and, you know, reach out to whatever resources you need to help you with that. Okay, so let's pull a card about romance energies. I don't really feel on board doing that after this reading, but who knows? This could just be where you're very worried about a situation in the workplace, and maybe your romantic life is completely on point, okay? So let's see what is coming out for romantic energies for today. Codependency. So some of you, this is definitely attached to somebody, and I feel like some of you have like a stalker, Scorpio. This is kind of scary, okay? If you've been wondering, this is your confirmation that yes, they stalking. Some of them are just harassing you so much that it's causing you like a lot of anxiety and, you know, nervousness. Okay, so that's definitely a message coming out. Others of you, you could really just be trying to break away from a really negative romantic attachment that you're dealing with right now. So, Scorpio, I am so sorry. that I don't have much more than what I've said to give you today. I would honestly, you know, take care of yourself and do what you need to do to free yourself from this very oppressive energy, okay? So, Scorpio, those are your messages for today. If you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp to the deck you are most drawn to. Otherwise, I'm wishing you a good day, lots of love and blessings. Take care. All right, so if you were feeling led to native spirits, let's see what they have to offer for advice for today. Extra advice, extra clarity. All right, so we have medicine man, medicine woman. If you are a Scorpio and you were led to native spirit, this speaks for itself. After that reading, we need some serious, intense healing. Maybe you could even reach out to a Reikiist, some of you, or a shaman to help you move through some of those energies. If you're not a Scorpio, that's just fine. This here is saying maybe you need some healing from a professional, whether it's a Reikiist, it's a therapist, it's your, you know, doctor, regular doctor, wherever you need healing in your life. This is that confirmation of it's time to take action and move towards that. Do whatever we've got to do to heal ourselves on every level. Also, some of you, this is a confirmation that you are a natural healer. And sometimes we've got to get our own affairs within ourselves completely healed and in order so that we can fully transform into the healer that we were meant to be this lifetime and help others. And so the really oppressive, hard, and challenging journey that many of you have been through was in preparation for, you know, the second half of your life, where now you were once a victim, you were the champion, and you're bringing about the healing because of the life experience you've had. You have a lot to offer and give to somebody else, okay? So those are the messages for those of you who felt attracted to native spirits. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care. All right, so let's look at Advancing Life and see what else Advancing Life has to add to today's readings. Okay, so we have trust. So whatever you're asking about, you've got to have a lot of trust, either in the universe, trust in the timing. If you're separated from something, trust in the separation, that you need growing separately before we can come back together. You know, it's just whatever you are asking about, you need to have a lot of trust in the situation, in the universe, in the person, in yourself, or in divine timing, okay? So pretty straightforward for Advancing Life Oracle. Those are the messages. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care. Okay, so let's see what Wisdom of the House of the Night has to add to today's readings. All right, so we have fulfillment. This is an excellent card. Whatever you're asking about, this would be a yes. Like, you know, it's going to lead to happiness and fulfillment for you. You know, and this to me is kind of a little mini message here. Those of you who were led to this very last deck, what this says to me is some of you need to really heal yourself or some area of your life, and you need to trust in the process and the timing of that, you know, because for some of you it's a much slower process than, you know, others of you it moves quicker. It's like we've got to trust in the process, and also things that must fall from our life, because ultimately it's leading you to a place of happiness and fulfillment, okay? So if you were led to Wisdom of the House of the Night, it looks like it's going to be a fun time, a good situation, and some of you it's like a long journey ultimately leads to your happiness and your fulfillment. So those are your messages for today. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care.